ThaBoxingvoice.com here with Hall of Famer Andre Ward. How you doing, champ?
Feel good, baby.
Man, I bet. Just saw Shakur go in there in dominating fashion, come out victorious now, WBO featherweight champ of the world. Thoughts on his performance? I heard you ringside. You kept shouting out body.
I lost my voice, man. And I'm tired right now. I'm exhausted. It's hard. It's always been hard for me to watch people that I love and that I care about fight because I can't help them. Now I know what my family and my friends went through. You know, I don't know how they did it. It's tough, but it's good when you got a thoroughbred. He's a thoroughbred, and he's a winner. And winners rise, man. When the pressure's on and the lights are bright, they rise. He's been winning his whole life, so didn't expect anything less. Just proud of him, man. He did a great job.
Now 13-0. I was impressed isn't the word. I'm talking his jab, his body work, and his defense. To see that in a championship level fight, but from a young fighter that Shakur is, like, you don't see that very often. What has he done in order to be able to put on a performance like that? I mean, camp after camp.
He's been boxing since he's been a baby. You know, he didn't prepare for this fight over the past 8 weeks. He prepared for this fight over the last 22 years. I mean, he's been boxing out the crib. So you should see all of that. The amateur pedigree, the Olympics, the highs, the lows, the wins, the losses, and even stuff in your personal life. All that stuff comes in that ring with you. So it was his night. Credit to him because he had a lot of personal family distractions with Joette being, you know, the brother of the young lady he's dating and that stuff. I mean, Mark Kriegel did a phenomenal piece on SportsCenter, ESPN. All of that stuff circulating, and he was able to block that out and get the job done the way that he did. You saw a great champion tonight.
Would you like to see maybe unification with Warrington next, or do you think maybe get a defense in and then move on to something like that?
Shakur's the type of guy, he's the type of talent where you got to keep challenging him. So tune-ups are good, but if we get the right opportunity to face another big name, we're going to jump on it. But it's a collective decision. You know, Top Rank, Josh Dubin, James Prince, and the trainers. Yeah, we'll talk about it and we'll see what's next. Got a lot of respect for Warrington. Saying that you want to fight him is not disrespect. A lot of times it's respect, saying, look,
Absolutely.
man, I see you and I want to fight you. So, yeah.
Now, you have a different relationship that the fans don't get to see with Shakur. Can you maybe give us a special moment or something that you get to see in the gym, outside of the ring, you know, on a personal level that, you know, really moves you about Shakur, that you really, maybe something you see in yourself, things like that?
I mean, just the whole thing. Like, I see my younger self in him. It's deja vu. You know, I see a young kid who's got amateur pedigree, didn't have the easiest upbringing, and now he's thrust on this scene. His talent has thrust him on the scene, and he's trying to manage it all. He's trying to figure it out, and I understand what I'm seeing, and I think he's doing a great job. Has it been perfect? No, but he's taking the losses outside the ring. He's faced them. He's dealing with them, and I see a lot of growth, and I'm happy about that. So. When I went to the Olympics, man, in 2004, you know, I was 20 years old. I was just coming out the streets. I had just given my life to God, so I was dealing with a lot of the stuff that he's dealing with and came out of. And I was probably worse than him, you know. I was a lot worse than him. Shakur's made mistakes, but, like, I was making a lot of mistakes. And, again, my talent thrust me on the scene, and I was trying to navigate and figure it out, gave my life to God, and it was just, you know, the rest is history. But the key thing is just the process. I see myself in the process, the early me in the process. So for myself to be one of many people around him to try to help navigate him through, you know, the murky waters, man, it's a beautiful thing.
It's funny you said that it's kind of deja vu because on my flight from Vegas here, I was thinking to myself, you and Shakur are the only two men to get medals in the in the Olympics, and since in this century, really. At Wilder, Wilder got the bronze, right?
Wilder got the bronze, and then Darrell also got a bronze medal.
Okay.
Yeah, he got a bronze too.
Yeah,
so.
I know Wilder got an 08. You got to go to 04. But I mean, it's
no, it hasn't been a lot.
Right,
though.
it's far and few between. I mean, that speaks levels. But real quick, just lastly, I just want to bring up. I spoke to Virgil.
Yeah.
Virgil, we spoke on Kovalev Canelo, and he said he believes that maybe for the right amount of money that you would perhaps entertain a return should Canelo come out victorious. First off, thoughts on the matchup, and then maybe a return.
I'm chilling right now, man. I'm enjoying my life. I'm working hard behind the mic, trying to be the best commentator I can be. Anything that I do, I want to be the best at it. That's my mentality. So it's no different with the broadcasting. So I'm not worried about that right now. I think they're gonna have a great fight coming up. It's gonna be interesting. First 6 rounds are gonna be very interesting, and I've been saying it last year or so. Kovalev is deteriorating very, very fast. Lifestyle outside the ring. I told y'all that when we fought, nobody believed it, and it's not something that we're happy about. But we were telling people like,
Absolutely.
yo, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I think you're starting to see it now. Almost got knocked out. He was a punch or two away from getting knocked out his last fight. So I think Canelo and Oscar,
Pick the right
they're
opponent.
not gonna get Golovkin. So everybody at Dazn, they got to justify the deal they gave him. So they got to find another guy that is worthy of the money and the pay-per-view. So they found one. I don't know if is it pay-per-view or is it just straight Dazn?
Straight Dazn.
But they got to justify it. If we can't get Golovkin, which everybody thought he was going to get, Canelo said we're not doing it. So now they got to find another guy, and they found a guy who has a name. He's not the Crusher anymore. He's just Kovalev, but he's still very formidable, and it's a good matchup. So the first 6 rounds very interesting. The last 6 rounds are going to be even more interesting.
Now, you personally you didn't have to go through the coming back down